Hello, how are you?
Good. It's so freaking. I'm so glad you're on this season. Like,
Yeah, it's so nice just having a familiar person playing.
literally, this cast is fucking insane.
Yeah, I'm just trying to stay up to date with what everyone's doing.
Mood.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe we could run down like our thoughts on everyone.
Okay. I haven't talked to everyone too much. I've kind of just tried to like maybe have a little bit of a chit chat with everyone, and then just
Yeah.
yeah. I don't want to be too like overbearing. I always kind of freak out at the start of a game.
Yeah, I've been doing the same, just like small talk. So,
Oh yeah, I obviously hate Aria a lot. That's my first person.
fucking hate you. Okay. So I saw Legend. They played in Isaac's org, and they're just super chaotic. Is the best word to
Okay.
describe them, I think.
They seem very friendly. They seem like the kind of person who'd probably be chatting to everyone a lot.
Yeah,
So I kind of be wary of that.
exactly. From my experience, how they voted was onto whoever talked to them first. So if we're ever in that position, just like make sure you ask for their vote.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So yeah, if you ever end up on the blocks, be like, can you please save me?
Yep. I'm kind of scared because I know Legend, Drake, and Josh all just finished playing Isaac's org, so that might be
Okay.
an alliance, or maybe I'm just cracked.
So it seems like Josh knows everyone.
Oh, 100%. Oh my god.
Okay, so
Cause
we
sorry,
we
continue.
we can't trust that he'd necessarily have our back in a situation like this.
Nope. I'm guessing Josh probably won't want to win HOH because they're probably connected to everyone, right?
Yeah. Makes sense. Um,
Who's next? Jasmine? I barely talked to Jasmine. There was like 3 texts and that was it.
I think I said, yeah, how are you? And then that was basically it. They
Yep.
didn't really, yeah. I think they asked me like how I was feeling coming into the game, and I responded, and then they didn't respond back to me. So it's kind of like going, okay. So I think if I was like randomly at household, I think that would be my target.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
They said the same thing to me. How are you feeling coming to the game? So I'm guessing it's just like a copy paste at everyone.
Yeah, but it's just weird. Like you asked me that, and then I respond, and you don't even respond
Yeah,
yourself.
literally. And I think they would make a great first target. Probably the
Yeah,
same for me too.
I think they give me the vibe that's the kind of person that everyone would say, but I'd
Mm-hmm.
hope so. But like I'd still probably prefer not to be head of house. So, well, actually, it can be okay sometimes if it's a good way of kind of getting information out of people. But generally, nothing ever goes well when you're the very first one.
Yeah, I think Legend wants to be the first HOH.
I mean, I'm happy. I wouldn't have a problem with that. I don't think he'd put us up. Well, I hope not.
I don't
Um,
think so. They're just a
yeah,
little scary. Well, it's
yeah,
just because they're chaotic. I have no idea. I feel like they would probably do their noms based on like a dice roll or something.
yeah.
um, Another person is. Have you played with Cat?
I haven't played with Kat, but I played season 2 of BBD10 Under. So
Oh,
I know her from obviously hosting her.
I really like Cat, and I hope they come online soon.
Yeah, I'm worried for her that she just hasn't responded to anyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
I feel like if she doesn't come online, she's just an easy first target for everyone.
yeah, which I think is not good for us because I think
Yeah.
she is someone that we could definitely work with because she probably wouldn't know anyone else. But I don't know. She plays a lot of org, so I don't know if she knows
Oh,
anyone else in this house. But
that's a
I
good
hope
point.
not.
I mean, she probably knows Isaac because Crystal, in Isaac's org. But
Mm.
beyond that, I'm not sure.
Yeah, did she play Celestial? No, I don't think so.
No. I don't. Celestia was a little cracked. So let's be real.
Yeah. I
Um.
saw I saw Michael show up into the house and I was
Oh
like
my
I could have just
god.
could have gone two ways. It could have been really good for us and three of us just work together, or it could just be just like completely chaotic.
I'm scared. I don't know. I'm literally, and when I saw him, I was like, "Fucking hell!"
He was someone he was someone I really liked, but but we just never really worked together at all.
Yeah, it would be in his best interest to work with you. I feel like you guys have similar kind of personalities a bit.
Yeah. Like that was the very first Big Brother org I played, so that was just a complete mess.
Yeah, mess is a good description of it. There's also Drake. Drake is next.
Drake seems cool. I was chatting to Jacob a little bit earlier. Drake a little bit earlier. Doesn't seem like they want head of household. They pretty much came out straight away and said, "Oh, I don't particularly want it." So, I mean, enough.
They said, they said the same thing to GT.
Okay.
So, based on kind of like them telling everyone, I can see them being a person who maybe tries to work with a lot of people.
Yeah, you were saying that they know Legend and Josh.
Okay.
Okay.
Although I don't think Drake was the first boot, so I don't think they're very close to Legend and Josh, but it's still a connection.
Yeah, it's more so I sort of played with you before, but we kind of know each other.
Okay, perfect.
I do feel like Drake could be a nice person to work with, but I guess we can flesh that out further down the line. I mean, it's probably too early to make any decision on that sort of stuff at the moment.
I love early gaming. I would love working with Drake.
I'm usually the worst. Like, I mean, I've gotten better at it as I've played more orgs, but like usually I'm the type of person who will like never like talking game at the beginning, completely freak out, and just be like, and just kind of just chill out.
Please, I remember that in Celestial.
Yeah, I had no idea what was going on.
I was the opposite, always rush into things way too fast, and then my whole game blows up.
The only people that I knew going into that game were I knew Aiden and I knew Lex. They both just got taken out like straight away. And I just knew no one left. I was like, I just make myself like the least threatening possible, so that when you guys took everyone out, it was just like the last one left.
You did great. Literally, like your social game snapped 10 out of 10.
It was so tiring to trying to keep up with everyone.
I remember, I think my favorite part of Celestial was just waking up and us sending like paragraphs to each other.
Oh yeah.
Good times. Did we talk? Yeah, we did. Nick and JT kind of blend together for me.
Yeah, it's because they didn't like two of the people that didn't create chats, and then I ended up like being like, oh, why am I not talking to these people? And just creating a chat like really late on, so they were either they're offline or they just didn't want to talk to people.
It was like the same thing with me. I think JT is more in the community because he was talking about Amelia and Gina and like other people.
Yeah. I think I'm specking an org that he is in. I was just watching a friend of mine play. My only worry about him is our time zones are like completely backwards.
Oh shit!
It's what like it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon where he is, and it's like 2 o'clock in the morning where I am. So it's like going to be like completely wonky. He's in New Zealand, so.
Not New Zealand.
Yeah.
Thanks, we hate it.
12 hour, it's a 12-hour difference.
Jesus Christ. That's terrible.
Yeah, so I might find it particularly hard talking to him regularly.
I'm sure you got this.
Yeah, we got it. We got
this. Easy peasy. I think Nick is also just more energetic than JT, and that's like the one way I'm differentiating them.
Yeah, I didn't talk to either of them a huge amount. I probably talked to GT more, but I probably put more of an effort in because I was like, I'm not sure when I'm going to talk to this person again. So I want to just make sure I gave like a good first impression.
Yeah. And then there's Jacob, who like I haven't talked to a lot. He's one of the people I forgot to make a chat with.
Yeah, so Jacob hosted playing Big Brother Operation, which is kind of like basically the same thing. Come on, it's basically all the same people.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know him that well, but I mean, I know him as well as I can when someone hosts you. Like he didn't chat too much in like the Euros or anything like that. But I mean, I mean, he's a really nice guy, so he's definitely worth getting to know.
Okay, perfect. I know he's part of like that whole kind of big Pokemon-ish community.
It's so clicky, isn't it?
It is. Oh my god. It's scary because like you enter a game, there's like 5 of them, and you're like, oh my god.
Because when I played with them, I like in the house chat, they just always it'd be like day one, and they all be talking about specific things, and you could just tell that like they were very interlinked, or it was like something very specific that just they knew.
And like, sorry for interrupting. At least when I played Pokemon, which was like the clicky group, they would all talk about they would talk about past seasons. They were like, "Oh my god, do you remember this person?" And they all had inside jokes, and it was like, I don't understand. Should we talk a bit about the returnees too?
Yeah, so I need to pull up a list of who's there.
Me too.
Let me see. Where is there a list of it? Oh yeah, if you go into the head of household, okay. I know very few people there. Like obviously I know Michael and Zach, and that's Lisa. I think I played with. I played an org with her, but she like quit like week 1.
Oh, is that? Nope, never mind. I'm thinking of something else. So I think I know a little bit. So Nickel, Orange, and Randy all played last season, and they had an alliance, which was like spy something. And then what happened was I think they ended up betraying Randy, and Randy and Orange were like some kind of duo or something like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if they tried aligning this season too.
Yeah. Randy hosted new Pokemon, didn't he?
So that's a little scary. I think Randy and Orange are also really good social players.
Okay.
And then Nickel's just really good at comps.
And I mean the problem is, okay, like if we make it to this stage where the two houses come together, is it just going to be newbies against veterans? Like, is it just going to end up being that, or is it going to be a possibility where we can actually work with people? That's the thing.
There's a lot of connections between either side, especially if people like let me pull it up. People like Alyssa and Isaac. 1 second. Sorry, my parents walked in.
Oh, you're grand.
So people like Isaac are gonna have connections to the other side because he hosted so many people. Michael has connections to the other side. I can see Alyssa and Zach probably too. Along that same line, do you know something called Hostrology?
I do not.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if that's going to be so relevant this game, but it's like the friend game server of Big Brother Discord, like this side of the community.
Okay.
And that's like Alyssa, Orange. There isn't that many people in this org, but that's just something to be like aware of, I guess.
Oh yeah, so it's kind of just like a hangout server.
Exactly. I think if we were to, sorry for talking a lot, by the way.
No, you're grand.
These are literally just like all my thoughts. I'm not wanting anything back. I feel like Isaac, Josh, and Zach might be some of the best connected. Just because they host so many people.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it depends on how good a relationship they have with people by hosting them. Like, I mean, what I find is you don't necessarily talk to the host that much when you're playing with them. Like, I guess some are more hands-on than others. Like, some people will ask you a lot of questions in the or will talk to you about a lot of different things, but others kind of be a bit like more standoffish and just not really. When I played with Jacob, for example, like he barely talked to me at all when I was in the DR. So,
I know Isaac's just like, I played with Isaac once, and he's just really good at talking. Another thing, so we might want to watch out for Zach and Josh being aligned, just because they host together.
Yeah.
And then another thing is just Zach is really the Zach that hosted us. He's really good at orgs.
Okay. Like a lot of people here are good at orgs.
Yeah. If I just know, like, he won in Crystal and then he won here, he's just a little spooky.
I hopefully it's a case where they decide, we just want to take out the people who are really good and have won before.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing. Could you imagine?
Yeah. Hopefully they're clever and they do that on the other side of the house.
I feel like the other side must be so intense right now.
Yeah, you probably don't know who you can trust.
Exactly. And I feel like over here. Sorry.
It's not really that much easier for us. It's still hard to figure out what's going on.
True. I'm just scared that there's going to be like alliances and we're going to be left out of it.
Yeah.
But for now, everything seems chill.
Everything seems fine. It's when the competition's over and things start getting a bit hairy.
For this HOH, do you want to go for it?
Usually I don't particularly want power early, but I feel like it could be a good way of just getting information from people or getting people on our side.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out would it be good from that perspective. Well, I guess one of the problems I feel is that if I was head of household, there'd be a lot of pressure on me to evict Cat. I don't want that.
I feel like there's a lot of chaos in this game, and I feel like it'd be, let's say you put Cat up as a pawn even. I feel like we can maneuver some kind of thing to make sure she doesn't go home, even if that does happen.
Yeah, if we put up like Cat with Jasmine and then just try to maneuver so Jasmine would be the one who goes home.
Exactly. Easy peasy.
Yeah. That can be a bit crazy sometimes though. Like, putting Cat up as a pawn might not work out as easily as we expect. Like when I hosted her, she was absolutely crazy. She was a complete lunatic playing that game.
I mean, I played with Cat before, and I think she was really chill when I played with her. So I don't know what you're talking.
I don't know. Yeah, she couldn't be any further from chill playing our game, but which is a new personality.
Each game she probably that's me. I mean, I'm sure that it can be. You can just. I'm guessing she's just like sleeping right now. If she's really inactive, like actually, it's not the end of the world if she leaves. But I feel like she's gonna come on.
That's it. She probably will. I mean, I sent her a message and she'll probably reply at some stage in the morning. But yeah, I mean, it's not the worst thing. I mean, the way I feel about it is, I'm probably 50-50. I don't really mind whether I get it or not. Like, I mean, if I did end up being head of household, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But you're saying Legend seems like they specifically wanted.
I don't know. It's just Legends. I'm just kind of spooked of a Legend HOH. A little bit. Although I think we're good with him, but I guess like you never know, right?
Yeah.
Just paranoia things.
You'd be a little bit worried about someone like that getting that much power early, like because you feel like they're going to be in a good position anyway socially.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess all we really have right now is to base on past things. But
which sounds terrible.
Everyone's gonna hate us because metagaming.
I hate it so much.
I'm used to being hated.
Someone did that to me, and when I played, we were down under 1 before I hosted.
No.
I got metagamed from day one. This guy was someone I played with before, and he ended up evicting me. It was what, like, I don't know, maybe it was like final 6 or something. It was his head of household. I found out afterwards that he was ulting the whole time.
No, are you kidding me?
Yeah, so it was a complete disaster. So my whole game from the beginning was like, okay, I became obsessed with needing to get him out because he was trying to get me out. And then he got my biggest ally to turn on me.
No. What was their name?
Redder.
Kind of familiar. I mean, I kind of Spectre season, very low key. I only got kind of metagames in my last store, but like I got to turn it around. So at least for me, I feel like, I mean, only thing you have to base on people is past orgs, right? And you can like work around it. Yeah. At least that's my perspective.
I mean, I'll generally give everyone the benefit of the doubt and judge them on my interactions with them in this game, like specifically. But like you can't help but like think about, like as you said, who's connected to who. Like you have to that into consideration. It's going to end up being SC all over again with everyone calling each other trios.
Oh my god, can you imagine? That would be such a nightmare.
I'll blame it all on you. It'll be fine.
But I swear to God. I mean, thinking of so many rivalries, it should be really easy for us to maybe like even play both sides or just play under the radar.
I think our only worry of being kind of made out that we're connected is if Josh is really close to Legend and like we think he is, and he tells them that we know each other. It's probably unlikely.
Yeah, I think it's unlikely too. I think when people, because you know how like everyone does the get to know each other game, and then eventually they're like, "Hey, who do you like?" Like, you know, when it transitions into that kind of game period.
Yeah, when someone has power and then they go around asking everyone, okay, who would you put up, and then they know everyone has to. Basically, everyone's going to have to name 2 people that they want to go on the block pretty much straight away.
Yeah, so kind of like when people start asking who do you like in terms of like more so alliances is what I was thinking. Do we want to say each other or do we want to say different people, get into as many different alliances as possible, and then just keep each other updated?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any. I think that might be a good idea because then we can always just feedback information 1-to-1, and then and if we get pulled into the same alliances, then it's just a bonus.
Exactly. Like, I think that could be. I've never tried like playing a game like that, and I think it would be really fun.
I mean, it may be good for maybe the first maybe one or 2 alliances that are first set up and include each other, and then after that, like if we're in 1 or 2 alliances together, that's probably perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Beyond that, just try and branch out a bit more.
Period.
If we have any worries about people bringing up each other's names, we can quickly practice.
Exactly. It would be like even better if there comes to like sides, and we could just be on like either side.
Yeah, one of us on each side.
Exactly. It would be so cool.
Like I feel like in an ideal scenario, the people that are gonna get kicked off would be, I guess, probably Jasmine. If Kat doesn't become active, if we can kind of push that other side that know each other more towards getting maybe GT and Nick out rather than us out, that would probably be good.
Or that's definitely one way we can maneuver it, right? But also it seems like GT and Nick aren't as well connected.
Yeah, so we can just try and pull them in instead.
Yeah. I mean, like, either or. It depends on, like, who gets HOH and stuff, too, right?
Yeah.
Either way, that's kind of where my brain cells are at the moment.
Yeah, there's so much to take in straight away.
I know. Thank you for calling with me.
Oh, of course. I kind of feel like I just want to chat to everyone briefly, then go to bed. And then, like, what I like to do in the morning is I can just, like, wake up early and then just send everyone a message, just, like, checking in, and then wait a couple of hours for everyone to wake up. And kind of plan my day.
Time zone things. Okay. I'm gonna go because I have to go eat dinner. But thank you for calling with me.
No problem. And I'll talk to you in the morning because I'm probably gonna head to bed now.
Bye, Ferg. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.